All right, so I'm here with Niels and Mark at the APA show here in Las Vegas, and they have been really kind enough to take some time to let me kind of ask them some questions about the Awards and Personalization Association, what it's about, what kind of things that you can expect if you were to join the association, some of the benefits, and just what it's all about. Mark, Niels, who wants to go first?
All right.
All right,
I think it's good to know where I came from and what this association has done for me.
Yeah.
I started out when I was 21, won my own single shop, thought I knew everything, had no clue, came to this show every year, got the education. Obviously, when you become a member, the education is free here. Soaked up as much knowledge as I could, speak with other award owners, learned what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, leaned heavily on this association and its members to get me where I'm at. Still, I learned something every year, like A&C Plastics. I picked up them last year. Now they're my preferred vendor for acrylics. And I want to talk about the membership because membership is $259, but you get access to this show then. Almost all the education is free except for the hands-on stuff. And then you get webinars throughout the year, live webinars, and there's coupons online as well. If you take advantage of those, that will pay for your membership. You tout JDS Industries on your channel. You sign up for the membership, you're gonna get a 20% coupon to go get some of their Polar Camel stuff, and laser coupons and stuff like that. So yeah, my heart's in it. I believe in it. So hopefully you're getting something out of the show as well.
Oh yeah, that is super affordable for membership cost, and I can hear just from the excitement in your voice how much value you've gotten. Probably thousands of dollars. It's priceless pretty much. Some of the benefits you can get from taking the classes, the connections here. Now, you mentioned that it seems like you really focused a lot of your value has come from education. Yeah. Give me some examples of some of the classes that someone could take here this weekend.
Those were important to me in the beginning. How do I develop procedures in my business, going from paper to electronic, things like that? So that's one of the courses. You mentioned Doug Green on your channel. I've taken CorelDRAW since version 3. Okay, so I've been doing it a long time. It's a huge program, as you probably know. But Doug Green's class, I picked up like 2 or 3 things. At this point in the game, that's huge. I take that back. I bring those nuggets to the guys, and now we're doing that. And even 30 years in, I don't know it all. And we're picking up stuff. And this show will show you what the trends are too. What's next with UV. Now we're into UV. Lasers and fiber and UV. Come on, it's huge. So now I've got 8 lasers, and I got fibers, and I got galvos, and I got this is where you learn about that stuff and what it can do.
That's one of the coolest things that I've noticed at the show is that, we were just talking about this before we got on camera, is how just because you just do laser engraving doesn't mean that there's not other vendors here and other technology that you may not necessarily have to buy the equipment, but you could utilize some of the services shown here at the show to help bolster your business as a whole. Niels.
Yes, sir.
You are the incoming president.
Correct.
Here for the APA Association.
Yes.
And how did you get there?
How did I get there? Well,
how did you get to the point where you're the incoming president? Like, how did that happen? What's your background?
I was in the military for 10 years in the Air Force, and I got out of the military when I was 30 years old and just happened to fall into buying a trophy shop. I'm a vendor on the vendor side now, but I was a retailer for 28 years. And just like Mark said, that first year, I knew absolutely nothing about this industry and stuff. I knew how to do woodworking and learned a little bit of engraving when I was in the military, but I came to the show. The first show I came to was February 1995, and I haven't missed a show since and stuff. I talk to people, I meet my vendors and get a relationship with them. They introduce me to other people because they're hearing of an issue or something that I'm trying to learn how to do, and they say, oh, you need to meet Mark Case, or you need to meet somebody else and stuff that does that. And I always say what's weird about this industry that I haven't seen is it's this group of people that are here at the APA and stuff. They're very sharing of their ideas and stuff. It's not like, oh, Mark's a competitor of mine, I'm not going to tell him anything. It's they're really giving of their ideas. For example, just this morning and stuff, one of our customers out of Tennessee, he was here and he was talking that he just got a new UV printer. I said, oh, when I still had my UV printer and stuff, we started doing all our wall plaques and stuff on it because it was a little bit quicker to do it, and then adding the color and everything like that. And I told him how a little trick to make it look like laser engraved plates, and he's like, I never thought about that. Oh my God. So again, the nugget comment and stuff, it was one little nugget that he spent his time to come out here for 2 or 3 days that he picked up that's going to help his business grow even more. I got on the board because this association changed my life. It really did, as far as gaining the knowledge to be successful and stuff. Take a nap every day, play golf every Wednesday morning, even as a retailer and stuff. And I learned it's okay to, I've got my own business. I want to make sure that, why did I buy a business? So I can control my lifestyle and stuff. So, and the APA coming here and stuff like that, you know what? You can close your doors. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday isn't the set hours for everybody.
That's right.
So,
that's
just
right.
Really good.
No, that's great. That's a great background story there. So what I hear from you is, I hear a lot of passion from your history in this industry, and enough to where you're at a point now, because of your success and all your hard work, that you're able to now give back to the industry, which is basically what you're doing now. You're giving back by helping this trade show and the association, which basically is a huge share of knowledge.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's what this is. One of the funnest things that I like to do when I come to these shows is at lunch, I'll sit down and just start talking to someone.
Yes.
I love hearing about what industry they're in, what are they trying to do. And I met 2 ladies yesterday, and we had a great conversation at lunch. They're doing fabric, decorating fabric and stuff, but they had questions about Adobe Illustrator.
There you go.
And Corel and sublimation and everything's kind of cross-related. Even though my channel's about laser engraving, there's I guess that's what I'm trying to get across here. Is this isn't a show about laser engraving. It's about personalization and awards, but personalization, I think, is more what it's really about.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of ways to do that, and a lot of ways that you may not have thought that you could do it until you come to the show. So if people are interested in learning more about how to become a member, how to get some of the benefits that we talked about, what's the best way for them to do that right now?
So we have our website, awardspersonalization.org, that they can go to and visit and stuff. And then there's a lot of contact information to get in contact with our management company and stuff to learn about membership, and then just get started, start asking questions, and that's the beginning of the first footsteps and stuff. And then we'll, people figure out, you need to talk to this person, or you should really look into this webinar and stuff and attending and stuff. And you meet on those webinars that, you'll hear other people talking and asking questions and stuff, and introduce yourself and get in contact with them after the webinar.
And that reminds me, even if they are a member and they couldn't make the show, don't you upload the recordings of some of the shows so they can watch it later? So they can, it's like a a la carte thing. They can choose to download a show.
Correct.
Well, that's still great, because they still may be really bummed that they couldn't make it. Like you said, it's kind of priceless, some of the information that's in these classes.
I couldn't take all of them, but I purchased the recordings and downloaded the handouts. So I'm going to go back to my office and share that with my staff. And the 2 other things that I think are really key to the membership, is Niels was alluding to, on the website, there's an M2M forum. So where you can post, I'm looking for this. How do I do this? Who's the supplier of this?
Okay.
Hey, I see this item. Anyone know where I can get that? And you will get feedback from and I monitor every day. So it's so open, and I learn things too. Like, I might be a quiet observer in the background where somebody will post a question on how to do something. I'm like, I'm interested. I'm waiting for an answer. So I'll wait for another person to post the answer. I'm like, all right, I may not have contributed, but I wrote that down. And the Insights magazine that comes with the membership.
A lot of value there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll list links in the descriptions below of everything that we just talked about, how to sign up, how to become a member. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time.
Really appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, man.
See ya.